coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. And birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is having a good morning. I woke up late and I am moving so slow. So I apologize. I got to share this stuff out so that people can find us. There we go. Now I got to DM it to my groups, to my people. So there we go. And then, whoa, that was some weird noises. I don't even know if that was my dog. Could be the neighbor's dog. I see we got Native Pride and Nemesis and Tim in here. Good morning, all of you. We'll get there. I will get there. I'm just getting this shared. I didn't know if that was my dog. Could be the name. I see. See, I hit my thing. I am not on my game this morning. I am so tired. But I had to force myself up. If not, I'll sleep for like another hour, and that won't be good. Good morning, Jeanette. There we go. I got everything shared. Come on. Work the way I want you to work. I get very frustrated with that. Some of these apps are incredibly frustrating. How are you all doing this morning? There's Big Dirt. Good morning. Big Dirt's the one guy who consistently gives me comments on X. I get a lot of people who watch on X, but not many comments, except for Big Dirt. He's always there. I appreciate it, man. Sometimes critically drinking will jump in. Not in the mornings, though, because he's Australian. But I do enjoy watching his gaming streams. he normally plays like space games, which I play Star Wars Battlefront 2. I do enjoy that. So we got a new pope, an American pope. I was enjoying some of the jokes going around about that. I put with the new American pope. Sunday has been dubbed "Bring Your Gun to Church Day." Bring your gun in for a special blessing. Uh, Fun stuff. There were some good ones, like people with they put a Costco and a Starbucks right there in Saint Peter's Square. Uh, Someone also had one where it was the on ramp right there in it's in Pennsylvania. Hold on here, let me check Google Maps because I'm drawing a blank on it. But yeah, it's in southern Pennsylvania, and it's known for having like it's an on ramp, but there's all these businesses there. But people they've taken pictures of it to show kind of like how all these companies like are all taken over. Um, let's see. Okay. There's Frostburg, Maryland. Okay. Where is it here? It's not Chambersburg. Uh, is it State Line? I think it's State Line. Oh, my mom is calling me. My mom. Uh, Crystal Spring? Is that it? Breezewood. That's where it is. Breezewood, Pennsylvania. And it's got all these companies and stuff right there in Breezewood. And you have to slow way down because there's an on ramp. Uh, and it always sticks out to me because when I was at Quantico, there was the staff sergeant who was one of the safety guys, and I got to know him real well because I did safety. Yeah, you can get this coffee mug over on Georgie's channel. So yeah, you can. Georgie sells this one. It's almost bigger than my head. I guess my head is 15 ounces. Just don't ask me what else is 15 ounces. Shh. Do I have my? Where's it at? Oh, there. But yeah, uh, I knew the staff sergeant at Quantico, and he had gotten into an accident on his bike. And as part of his punishment, they made him the safety guy, and he was doing a lot of the safety stuff. And we were talking, and I told him, I was from Toledo, and he was like, "Oh, you're from Toledo? Yeah, I'm from Detroit." And he goes, "Here's how fast I used to drive on my bike." He's like, "You've made the drive from here to Toledo, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "How long has it taken you uh, to drive from there?" And I said, "It's take me about 7.5 hours." And he goes, "Okay, so I went further than you. My family lives outside of Detroit." He goes, "I can make it, or I was making it to Detroit in 4 hours." He goes, "The only time my speedometer would come below 100 was in Breezewood, Pennsylvania, at that little on ramp where it circles around, which is just crazy. But you have no choice there. You have to slow way the hell down." And my head is 15 pounds. I don't know. It's the same as a 15-ounce cup. I'm best friends with the old chief of police from Quantico, Howard Castle. That's cool. I only met. Well, I should. There was like four cops on duty when I lived there, and I only really talked with one of them. But I mind got arrested by all of them. That's a. I'll tell that story one day. I was. That's probably the closest I've ever really been to being in JP'd. Um, is I was with them that night, but I didn't go out to the bars. It was coming up on Memorial Day weekend, which is my birthday. My birthday always falls Memorial Day weekend, and I just I I didn't want to go out drinking and partying. I was like, no, I'm just gonna clean my room, and then I'll be back out for other stuff. So yeah, yeah. Um, I'm gonna look for something here. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, come on, dude. I'm trying to look for this thing. There's a guy on X. He goes by Evan Loves Wharf. He's a big liberal, and I don't know if you guys have been watching about this woman in Minnesota who said the N word. Uh, he put like she said the N word. People were saying there's a time and a place to say it, and he challenged people and said, "Well, when is the appropriate time to say the N word?" Yeah, please list all the occasions where you think it's acceptable to use the N word. And this is one of those cases. If you don't want the answer, don't ask the question. uh, because some of the results that people said were hilarious. Uh, one was if you're saying a really cute story to Nana. How about when you're singing along to your favorite rapper? Uh, hold on here. Some of these were really funny. Uh, this was a couple days ago. Uh, whenever I've got money on an NBA game. Oh my god, this is hilarious. Just some of the when you're cut off in traffic. This one's great. This one's great. Hold on, I gotta show this one. Chris Jericho with a long list. Oh my god. I thought this was so funny. I was going through all of these. Uh, someone said only in the places covered here, and it was the Animaniacs, the countries of the world. That song. Um, when you're being robbed in the park. Thank you, Sharon. Um, then this guy's answer is Thanksgiving dinner, grocery shopping, waiting in traffic, entire month of February, alone in the shower with friends at a bar, at a dance recital, at the dentist, in front of St. Peter, at Disneyland. Oh my god. Like some of these people were like, okay, if you're gonna give us this opportunity to be hilarious, we're gonna take it. Uh, when you're not limited by the character limits. Uh, let's see what else. Where's there some other funny ones? There were some great ones. I was laughing the other day as I was just going through. Good morning, Mary. Um, and I did see where people were doing the 4chan thing when they were giving money to this woman, Shiloh Hendricks. That's the woman who said the N word. When they were giving money to her, they were spelling out the N word, and they took like 12 grand to do that. And I'm like, that is like the most 4chan thing I can think of. But yeah, so that happened, and I was just laughing at people's responses. Uh, I'm just looking to see here what is trending. People are still talking about the Pope, the American Pope. What what kind of food do you think the Vatican is now going to serve now that we have an American Pope? Extra large soft drinks. Yeah, he went to Villanova. So everyone I know from Villanova is going fucking crazy. Um, oh, okay. People are talking about J6 and Tom Tillis. Don't really care. Not a big deal. Mother's Day. Mother's Day is this weekend. Make sure you guys get your stuff out for Mother's Day. I uh, I already got my Mother's Day stuff sent, most of it at least. What air traffic controller Trump is trying to get fixed? Well, with that air traffic control stuff, back in 2007, I think it was, they gave the air traffic controllers something like $1 billion to modernize their stuff, and it's still not modernized. That's not Trump's fault. That's that's the FAA's fault. Uh, the Gulf of America is trending under its old name, its dead name. India and Pakistan fighting, like, and they're trying to get support. Like, who do you stand with? It's like neither of you. You're all assholes. I don't stand with either of you. Like, you guys just hate each other, and you know you do this like every 20 years. Yeah, I don't think the U.S. should be on the side of either one. Just like in Russia and Ukraine, I don't think the U.S. should be on the side of either one. Census 2025. Oh no. I'm just looking through what they got on here. Anything you guys want to discuss? I came in a little bit early, so we can talk a little bit more about stuff. Oh, the House voted to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Good. The left wanted to start renaming stuff. Let's rename shit. That's the way I look at it. Don't get mad when we do it. When y'all did it, changing the name of Fort Bragg and stuff like that. Uh, I want them called American fries. Well, good luck. I don't know if they'll be called that. I know people were trying to do the freedom fries a while ago. Like, to me, they're just fries. I don't even call them French fries. I just call them fries. Uh, they're trying to impeach Trump. Well, here's the thing, Greg. They will. There are people who will submit that stuff, but you got to understand how the process works. You can submit. Every congressman can submit whatever they want. It goes into committee. It has to be voted out of committee and onto the floor for a vote. And I don't even think it's going to be voted out of committee. Um, I think the Democrats realized they impeached him twice the last time, and it didn't stop him. So they definitely don't have the votes for removal in the Senate. You need 2/3 votes for removal, so you need 67 senators to remove. And right now, the Democrats have a minority in the Senate, so they're not going to be able to remove him. So all it's going to do is waste time and money. I want India to lose so I don't have to watch those Indian street food videos anymore. I tweeted a thing. I said if someone bombs the roads, where are they going to shit? Because I don't know if you guys have ever been to India or Pakistan. Yeah, people just drop trowel right in the middle of the street. Oh, people are. I put up. Oh, hold on, I'll show you guys the meme. They're like, "Why are you so obsessed with gay sex?" I'll show you the meme. I posted. They were talking about Pete Buttigieg, so I posted that meme of a train. And he's smiling. Oh my god, they get so freaking mad, so upset. The left cannot meme. Like, it's a meme, people. It's just a joke. Laugh at it, move on. Uh, oh god, what is this? Oh no. People are making a big deal about um, what's her name, the press secretary. There's this picture of her holding her child. She's not breastfeeding. She's holding the child. The child's holding the bottle, and she's typing with one hand. And they were like, uh, they were all upset, saying she can't do her job because she's feeding her child. She can do her job just fine because we use. Uh, she could use voice to text. Absolutely, she could. I use it at work all the time. I use it, when I'm writing stuff all the time. Um, but yeah, like people were just they were freaking out about it, and yeah, yeah. Um, oh, ICE is operating in Massachusetts, and people are mad about it. Don't care, not a big deal to me. Like everyone freaking out about ICE. It's like Trump is in office. You knew what was going to happen as soon as Trump got in office. Um, if you're illegal, like you should have, gone back because he did say, hey, if they go back, we're not going to throw them out and we'll let them come back legally. I mean, that's this was naturally going to happen. Um, it looks like I do have a sponsor, by the way, guys. Um, the crypto markets were looking good last night. Big Dirt. I was, yeah, I was watching them last night, and I was making some money. Yep, looking good. Um, they had gone way up. What was it, like 6 months ago? And I was making some good money, and I actually sold some. I didn't sell all of it. Yeah, back in June. Back in June, they were kicking butt. Um, and I was waiting for it to get to certain points before I would sell and how much I would sell. So I did sell some, and that was nice money to have. I'll do the same thing here. Once my investment in it gets up to a certain point, I'll sell some. It'll probably dip back down. I don't care. None of it is money. Like it's all money that when I invested it, I didn't care if I lost it, and that's why people are freaking out. Um, Sorry, something just caught my eye. But yeah, so that way, I've already gotten most of my investment back. My initial investment, I think I invested like $300 into crypto when I initially started, and since then I've bought like $10 here, $10 there. So I've gotten my 300 back. I absolutely have gotten that back. Um, and yeah, I've got other stuff uh, that others. I've taken back other money, but I've also invested other money. When it dips, I buy the dip. That's what I do. I made money off of when Disney went down to $85. Remember, I told you guys that I I truly feel with all the lawsuits and everything, Disney's stock price is gonna go down. It's back to 100 right now, so I might sell out what I made because I bought in at 85. It's now over 100 again, so I may sell out. Just secure my. But I might sit on it too. Sometimes, like I sell half of what I made, and then hold on to the other half. But I think Disney's stock is going to go down to, I think, even $70. And when it does, I'm going to buy up a bunch because I think that's what Elon's waiting to do. I think Elon wants to buy a controlling stake in Disney. Like, I believe that. And Disney's still a solid company, even though they're making horrible, horrible decisions right now. Like, they're making really bad decisions. Um, the Thunderbolts movie that's out right now, yeah, that flopped. Got good reviews, but it is like it was worse than Captain America Brave New World in terms of the box office. Like that's about where it's trending, which is not very good. Um, but I don't think it was because it was a bad movie. It just is. It's up against some competition. There's that movie Sinners, which is doing very well. That's about two black men, I believe, in the 1930s or 40s, where they go back home. Um, so that's a strong movie. That movie Warfare that came out. Had a strong showing. So it's up against a lot of competition. Now it could make money over the course of the time that it's at the theaters because I don't think word of mouth will probably keep it afloat. But it did not have as strong as an opening weekend. Now, how much are they going to make or lose? That all depends upon the budget, and they kept the budget very quiet for that one. Mainly because they've been losing money on so many of the others. Uh-huh. So I'm just looking through my Twitter, seeing what's up, what things are doing. There's some good Second Amendment news out there. I was very happy to hear. It looks like the Snopes case out of Maryland, which is it's an assault weapons ban, that is going to go up in front of the Supreme Court, and it's probably going to be rejected. Uh, that law will be turned down, and yeah, these assault weapons ban. There's the one in Maryland. There's one in Illinois. they're going to be rejected. And it looks like a 3-judge panel out of Maryland, they have a separate case about uh, being unable to conceal carry in sensitive places, and that's going to be rejected most likely. It's a bad panel, but a lot of when it comes to the Second Amendment, a lot of these gun groups, they're still fighting the pre-Bruin, pre-Heller decision way of arguing these cases. And the Supreme Court gave us a new test and said, no, you can't, no, we're not doing that. So the Supreme Court has given us clear guidelines on the Second Amendment. So at least for the next 5 years, we're going to have really good Second Amendment cases. I've been buying a bunch of Sophie stock. I think it's undervalued. Which one's Sophie? Yeah, what stock is Sophie? Um, I made money off GameStop. It's a meme stock, yeah, I know, but I've made money off it. Um, Still making money off it because I bought it when it was low. Again, if you buy the dip, you'll make money. All these people back, what was it? A month ago when the stock market was collapsing, I was buying. I bought oil companies. I bought FedEx and UPS. Um, I that's when the whole market tanks. That's when I buy solid companies. You know, FedEx, UPS, Exxon, like companies that Disney. That's when I bought Disney. It's like no, these are companies that I expect. You know, not a lot of volatility long term. I can buy this and hold it for a number of years, and that's what I buy when the stock market as a whole dips. When the uh, stock itself dips, that's on a case by case basis. But I'll tell you one thing I'm always looking for is controversies. When any of these, um, when any of these companies have a controversy, uh, that's when I will buy them. And the famous one that I joke about was Papa John's. When the guy from Papa John's was on the conference call, and they're like, he said the N word. He was giving examples that you should not say the N word, but because he had said it, they canceled him. And I was like, that has nothing to do with the pizza. The pizza's still good. So I bought then, and I made good money. Oh, Sophie is a bank. Okay. I'll have to look and see why it's down. I did buy into Citibank, I think it is. And I did that when the whole market dipped. UPS is very bad at handling packages. FedEx and UPS are the two big, and then they're the two biggest shipping companies. DHL is just a little bit smaller. Um, the thing is, like they set the standard for logistics. They really do. Um, oh, Glory is having a dream. All sleepy. She got groomed the other day. She's she was doing her little bark in her sleep thing. So yeah, yeah, they set the standard. That's why, and I'll buy into DHL as well. Uh, they can they can get stuff anywhere. Really can. It's amazing some of the things they can do. Now, are they bad at handling packages? I mean, yes. I think a lot of places are bad. I think even Amazon sucks at handling their own packages. But you'll always get that. You'll get handlers and drivers who just don't give a shit. They're just there to do their job. You know, They're not going to treat your package like it's something. And I used to work at UPS as a part-time employee. I loaded trucks when I was in college, and I got very good at the tires. They used to get a bunch of tires, and like a whole truck would be nothing but tires, all going to the same place. And my supervisor would grab me at the end of my shift and he was like, "Hey, you're the only one who can do this fast." And I mean, I'd stack them up, and then I'd get them up to like my eye level, and then I would bounce them until I can throw them back behind. Um, so I was always good at those. Um, but yeah, like if you even the postal service will jack up my package. And trust me, I've seen it. I've probably gotten more messed up packages from the postal service than anyone, but it's just because people just don't care. They're doing their job. They just they want their paycheck and to go home. Uh, I'm not seeing a lot of interesting stories. I'm always looking for controversy on business front because there's always money to be made in controversy, always. But a lot of these things that they're putting up here, I'm on Business Insider looking. I'm just not seeing anything exciting. I find it funny that people like investing advice is pretty tried and true, and it's been out there across the board for a while. And some people, yeah, some people, they just don't listen to that advice. Like when the market was tanking, it went through a correction a month ago when it was going down. People were selling. It's like no, you buy low, you sell high. When it's going down, like that's not the time to sell. When you're losing money, it's not the time to sell. Someone did a thing, and if you had bought the day before the stock market collapsed back during the Depression, and you held that stock for 4 years, you would have made money. And that just goes to show you, like people just freak out. Oh, I did see that, Ed. I've been catching up since I was gone. Uh, so I do apologize. I will try to get in touch with you today. I'm still like at my work. I got my they gave me a new computer at work and it didn't work. 2 weeks ago, had to go in and be re-imaged. So I got it back yesterday. So yesterday I couldn't do my work because I was in the process of making sure that all my files that I need all moved over, all my links that I need all moved over. And I got my computer probably at about before noon. It was probably like 11 o'clock, and I was still doing that by the end of the day. So it was not fun. Oh, former Supreme Court Justice David Souter passed away. So rest in peace, Justice Souter. Oh, okay, okay. Um, Trump fires head of the Library of Congress. It's his prerogative. And people get so mad about these firings. It's like, no, when you're a director anywhere within the executive branch, the president can fire you. The thing is, when you get to that level, you're going to be taken care of for the rest of your life. Like you're vested in the health care and the retirement and all that stuff. You're going to be fine. Like, don't stop the complaining. But then you get these dummies who sue and they keep losing. That's why Trump keeps winning at the Supreme Court and a lot of these appellate courts. There's been some appellate court losses, but those will go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court is going to what they call GVR it. They're going to vacate the decision, and remand it back to the judge and say, yeah, you can't do this. Take the case back up. Investigators release cause of helicopter crash that killed 5 Marines. I don't remember. Where was this one at? It was a year ago. Oh, it was in Miramar. Okay, yeah. I do remember this one. I did not know any of the Marines in it. Failure to maintain both the safe obstacle clearance and visual flight rules visibility requirements, resulting in fatal controlled flight in the terrain. As the helicopter was returning to Miramar, it had to make an emergency landing at Imperial County Airport about 100 miles east of the chopper's final destination. Okay, I do remember this one. Before taking off again, the pilot received permission from the squadron's commander to make the one-shot return flight. Investigators say weather conditions en route from the county to the air station included moderate icy conditions, cloud layers. And while the investigators say the commanding officer's approval of the return flight was not a direct causal or contributing factor in the mishap, they determined that the officer exceeded his authority, as the approval of a nighttime flight after emergency maintenance lies with higher authority. I would think a colonel would know that, because this would be either a colonel or lieutenant colonel as the squadron commander. Do they name the squadron commander? I am not seeing it. Hopefully they do name it, because if not, that's a problem. The deteriorating weather conditions should have been a signal to the mishap crew of Tiger 43 that a safe transit from Imperial County Airport to MCAS Miramar was not feasible. While investigators say the commanding officer's approval of the return... Oh, yeah, I did read that. The squadron's commanding officer who approved the return flight was relieved of command. Well, post his frickin' name. Due to loss of trust and confidence. This is where the media fails. Post the dude's name. If he was removed for trust and confidence, we should all know his name. That's such bullshit. Appointment at the VA at 2:30. Okay. Well, I'm on the West Coast, Ed, so we can. I do have my son this weekend, so it might be a little bit spotty. I also got to talk to your buddy. I've got stuff stacking up. Being gone put me behind. Florida man gored by bison at Yellowstone National Park. Stay away from the wildlife, people. Just stay away. Karen Reed trial's getting pretty good. I don't see a conviction again. I think that police department and the DA, they've royally screwed things up. They didn't investigate everything. U.S. big cities are sinking. Are we talking about actually sinking? Known scientifically as land subsidence, the most common cause of sinking is massive ongoing groundwater extraction. That makes sense. Groundwater, we need to start doing desalination, taking seawater and desalinating it, and at least using that to offset our current water. I am here in California. California is completely unsustainable. All these people are like, yeah, California should secede. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, go do it. And because guess what the rest of the U.S. is going to do? Cut off the faucet. And California will not be able to sustain without buying water from everyone else. It could, if it invested into desalination, but instead, San Diego takes water from the Colorado River. That Do you realize how far away that is? That's ridiculous. It should not be taking water from the Colorado River. I live in a county, not a county, but an area that does not take from the Colorado River. We have enough water here to sustain. California should start following the same rules as Arizona. If you're going to build a new development, you have to show how the population that you're bringing in will be sustained by the water there. And if not, come up with a plan. But see, California doesn't want to invest in energy. They'll invest in some energy like solar and wind. It should be investing in tidal. It's got the second biggest coastline, and it does not utilize it. It should be investing into the coastline for both water and for energy. It should be using tidal power for energy. It's safe, it's renewable, and it's nonstop. When the wind doesn't blow, the turbine doesn't blow. When the sun's not shining, solar power isn't creating anything. Tides are 24/7. Hydroelectric power is always, always, always the better of all the renewable energies. All the dams and stuff we have, they all create so much more energy than those others. And California buys energy from Oregon and Nevada. So, pretty sad. It's pretty sad. It does not manage its resources well. What is? Oh, Greg's. Yeah, you left the Discord. I left Discord. Like I'm still on Discord, but I left a couple servers. I am not into the drama, even though people will blame me for the drama. I don't give a fuck. I am not into that drama. And those people who blame me, I don't need them. The fastest sinking city is Houston. More than 5 millimeters per year. Honestly, what we should be doing as well is building islands, especially off the coast of Louisiana. As the wetlands have gone, we should be building islands. A lot of islands should be built as nature preserves. Absolutely. Um, but we should be building islands. One, uh, to manage a lot of our resources, but also like people always want to live on the water. And our coastlines, when you there's only so much room and it generates tons of money. So if you built three islands, two of them are nature preserves, and one you allow to be allow it to be um, developed, like people will spend big money, and it's there's so many of these communities on the coastline that just get overdeveloped. Okay, we'll just build an island and let people develop it. You telling me you don't think out here in California, you don't think all those people in Malibu, if you built an island off the coast and built a bridge to it and said, "Here you go, you got your own little, essentially a gated community," you think they would buy it? Oh, they would buy the shit out of it. And think of how much revenue that generates. It's new building, it's money, and people don't want to deal with problems in riffraff, and you can't really control that on land as much as you can if you were to put it on an island. Yeah, you're on Discord. Yeah, I left. I left a couple Discords. I'm still in Coop and Slugs, but I don't do anything in there. Like people send me Discord messages. It's like I'm I'll get it eventually, but you're better off reaching out to me to X and Facebook and Instagram. I'll get it way faster on those. Someone said, I'll happily pay an extra cent a week to fund universal free healthcare. Okay. And I'm going to reply, now all we have to do is find 1 cent healthcare. Or childcare. Not healthcare. I had people telling me, oh, we need free and universal healthcare. Well, it won't be free, and it definitely won't be universal. So, good luck. If you're saying we should have a right to something, that means you have a right to get it for free. And if you're saying you have a right to healthcare or childcare, you are saying that you have a right to the people who provide that. You have a right to their labor, and you're advocating slavery. That is 100% what you're saying. And people who will say that will say, "Oh, I'm not advocating for slavery. They should get paid." It's still slavery because the costs are going to go up, and then you're going to be unhappy, and then you're going to want to cap how much money they can make, and that is not a free market. Sorry, I'm just looking through the stuff. It's almost time for me to end. Sorry, I was so tired this morning, guys. I did go to bed at a decent time. I just had the cat trying to wake me up at 4 in the morning. It was 4:12, and he was trying to wake me up. It's like, leave me alone, cat. You know I don't wake up this time. I think it'd be easier if we all blame Jeremy for the drama, like we blame him for everything. What's funny is Jeremy sent a cease and desist. He wanted no part of any of this stuff, but they refused to stop it. Just looking, making sure there's nothing. There's some funny things. Now they're trying to say the original Japanese people were black. It's like, whatever, dude. All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap things up. I'll be around if you guys need me. I yeah, I'll be here doing some stuff, and if Ed, I will reach out to you. I appreciate your patience. I do get sidetracked on stuff, but I'm hoping to be all caught up today. Um, but oh, what? Some people just post nonsense. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get going. Check out Georgie and Coop. In about an hour, they will be going. Oh, let me redirect. Let me see if there's anyone here I can redirect to before we go. I think Orphans Kitten Rescue might be live. I haven't seen them in a little bit, so we'll redirect to them if they're live. Karen Reed Murder Trail. I have been following that. Oh, Just Jay is live. So I'm going to redirect you guys to Just Jay. Make sure you tell them it's a Veteran Nation raid. And yeah, we're going to be, I'll be going. You guys all have a great day. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakening at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.